Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Saturday night, under the lights, we are here in Dalton, Georgia for this UPSL Georgia Premier Division action. It's North Georgia United versus FC Birmingham, and it's next on ASMG TV. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Riverbed Park here in Dalton, Georgia for this UPSL Georgia match between North Georgia United, FC Birmingham. Larry Weaver alongside Andre Bomar, who will be along with me in just a few moments. Let's talk about where we were and where we are. We're going to talk about last week's results. Week 10 of the UPSL, Atlanta United Academy winning over SSL 3-0. Saturday, this is where we are. This is where we are. North Georgia United taking on FC Birmingham. Atlanta United Academy, they are taking on Georgia Athletic. Legends FC, they are taking on FC Atlanta at 4:30. Potros FC, they are playing Atlanta City tomorrow at 7 p.m. This week is what we're talking about. Week 11, Atlanta United Academy, 3-0 win on Wednesday. I'm all caught up. UMAFC with a 2-2 draw this morning over at MOBA Park. Tonight, two matches at the same time, Georgia Revolution and SSL, 7 o'clock. North Georgia United, FC Birmingham, where we are at right now at 7 o'clock. Now, let's talk about last week. Last week, week 10, what we had was FC Atlanta beating North Georgia United 5-3 on the 14th. Then we had Kalanji Pro Profile winning Georgia Revolution 4-1. UMAFC and North Georgia went into Sunday. This is where it gets interesting. That match that happened on Tuesday between FC Atlanta and North Georgia United was the makeup match that had the rain out. Then we get into last weekend. Saturday was the only match. Kalanji Pro Profile, Georgia Revolution was a 4-1 win for Kalanji Pro Profile. Sunday, UMAFC, North Georgia United. It was 3-1 at halftime. North Georgia came out of nowhere, played their guts out, won that match 6-4 to go into the bracket with 3 points. Much needed 3 points. It's the first 3 points of their season. FC Atlanta losing to Dalton United 3-0. Georgia Athletic and Atlanta City FC 2-2 draw. Potros FC beating Legends 3-0. That's where we were last week. This is where we are this week. As we see the teams walk out, we'll step aside for the opening ceremonies, and we'll be back in just a few moments.
Will everyone please rise for the national anthem?
beautiful rendition of our national anthem as we celebrate Memorial Day weekend this weekend, as we remember all of those servicemen and women who have fallen in the line of duty for our country. We thank them for their sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice one can give for their country. We do not forget. Give us a chance to bring in Andre Bomar into the call. And Andre, this is a different North Georgia United than we've seen. A North Georgia United who has 3 points in hand now.
Yeah, and it's something that's been coming for the whole season. I think this is a result that, while surprising, considering the opponent and the fact that they hadn't had a point until then, to see them come up with the 3 points shows that they finally got over that hump. They've been very, very close in recent games, but this one they were able to do it, and this is the type of game that could turn the season around for them. They can survive if they have some more positive results in the balance of the season. So their destiny is in their own hands.
And this is a season where it is so tight between all of the teams that nobody has really run away with the title. You look at the way that the table is set. Yes, North Georgia is still at the bottom of the table with 3 points. They're only 4 points away from SSL with 7 points, who's in 11th place. And they're only 5 points out of the next 2 spots with FC Atlanta and Legends FC, and also Atlanta City FC, who all have 8 points. So if they can get 3 good results over the course of the next 3 matches, they have a chance to get out of that relegation zone, which everyone knows if you're in that relegation zone, next season you're down in Division 1.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of an uphill battle for them because they do have to get positive results, but it's well within their ability right now. It's a matter of getting, it's the old cliche, take it one game at a time and get your points as you go along, and you should be able to survive. But, the proof is in the pudding that comes on the pitch. We'll have to see how it goes for them.
And this is not going to be an easy hill for them to climb as they're taking on Golden Boot leader right now, number 9, Giancarlo Bustamante for FC Birmingham. They are going to need to be on all cylinders here for this match. FC Birmingham are going to get us started. They're in their all white kits, or all yellow kits, excuse me. They're going from left to right, and there we are underway. And North Georgia United, they're in their all green kits. They're going to be moving from right to left.
And Larry, I think this is what, you wonder how North Georgia is going to approach this game after such a great result last week. Will they approach this game in the same way, positive? But what will happen if there's a setback early? Another thing, Larry, is FC Birmingham. We talked about North Georgia needing to work their way out of the relegation spaces. FC Birmingham is trying to get into a playoff spot, and they need positive. Oh, here we got a break down this right side.
Moving down this right side, number 23. Earhard into the top of the box, shot taken, easily put in the back of the net by number 14, Salome, and it's a goal early in the first minute for FC Birmingham.
Exactly what North Georgia did not need, and exactly what FC Birmingham needed to get this game going. An early goal on the break, and either team still not warmed up, and it's just one of those things that can happen.
Take a look at the goal. He just easily slots that right past the keeper. Nothing that he could do, and it is 1-0 in a matter of seconds for FC Birmingham.
Well, I asked the question, Larry. I said, what will happen if there's a setback early? Well, we're going to find out here. I mean, you couldn't get any worse of a start from North Georgia, but it is so early. There's still plenty of time to do something about it. And as they proved last week, remember against UMA, they were down 3-1 at half and came back and won the game.
Referee got in the way there. We'll redo.
Tell you what, Larry, the game starting with a somewhat high pace about it. Doesn't look like either side wanted to kind of sit back and wait and see how the game would roll out. They're taking the game to each other.
Be a free kick for FC Birmingham. Long ball forward to Bustamante. Steps in front, shot taken. That one's pulled wide by the goal scorer, Salome.
Yeah, that was another thing we're going to watch for, Larry, is how will they defend against Bustamante, the Golden Boot leader so far this season.
You see here, as he receives the ball, Bustamante lays it off, stolen by FC Birmingham, and then Salome takes it, but pulls it just wide. It's very, very early in the match. We're only 4 minutes in. Plenty of time for FC Birmingham to get back into this match.
And I think that's the one positive you can take from a North Georgia point of view. It is so early. And, of course, they have the history of last week to show that they can come back against a prolific team like UMA. But both of these teams have something to play for different reasons. FC Birmingham chasing that final playoff spot.
Harris gets us back underway, cleared away by North Georgia, and he'll get to do it again.
And North Georgia is a little bit behind.
Back underway. Laid off to Harris. Deflected off of the North Georgia man. He fights off two, gets it into the top of the box, but cleared away. 23 takes a shot, pulls it wide. Earhard, he pulled it wide for FC Birmingham. Really attacking hard, this FC Birmingham here in these first 5 minutes, Dre.
Yeah, I mean, it's he didn't miss by much there, and you don't want to see them go down 2 goals this early right now. That can be a hammer blow for them.
Snuck through those 2 men, taking the shot, just pulls it wide.
So you've had one where the FC Birmingham scored on a clear fast break, and just now, almost after good approach play, almost put another one in. So there's a lot of work to be done by North Georgia on defense to settle and get something done here. But here they are, more in the attacking area of the field for them. See what they can do now.
FC Birmingham traveling the 150-plus miles north, almost to the Tennessee border, to take on North Georgia here in Dalton at Riverbed Park. That one is easily grasped by Nunez, number 20 for FC Birmingham.
And at least at that time, Larry, North Georgia got an opportunity to get into an attacking posture for the first time in the match, and maybe they're starting to settle down, but here come FC Birmingham.
On the run, over on that far side, clipped down, no foul given. No foul given there as well.
Good challenges from North Georgia.
Allowing the challenge, open challenges. Salome. North Georgia win the ball. There's the man of the hour for North Georgia United, Dre, Emmanuel Lom, number 7, with those goals last week to get that victory over UMAFC.
Yeah, Lom with the hat trick last week, a very prolific scorer there. He's also pretty much a playmaker for North Georgia. And he's got Mary Diaga also as another potential attacking threat.
Mary Diaga was earlier in the season in the running for. Here's an opportunity by Lom, but right to the keeper, Nunez. I was going to say Mary Diaga earlier in this season was in the running contention for Golden Boot. Late has come down a bit as the season has come along. Like I said, right now it is Giancarlo Bustamante at the top of the table when it comes to the goal scorers.
Yeah, Bustamante has already won one Golden Boot in the past season.
Maradiaga is only one goal behind him. Chiksam is from SSL is in third place with 7, and then we have a cluster of players with 6 goals. It's interesting to see, Dre, because we've seen the same thing with the points on matches as we see in the in the Golden Boot races. Nobody's really running away with this season.
Yeah,
Everyone,
really
it's
tight.
Very tight.
And it's good. I mean, that really shows how competitive this division is and how even it is from top to bottom, not only with goal scorers, but with the teams playing the games.
There's Maradiaga over there on the far side, lays it off to Duran, but they lose possession.
Oh.
Duran gets it back. Trying to get it over to Lom, cut off by the defensive man, Brew. It'll go out for a corner for North Georgia United.
And Larry Long was all by himself in front of goal. I mean, if he could have gotten a hold of that pass or that cross, he could have tapped that in pretty
You see
easily.
here, wins it off of the defensive mistake, slots it across, and Brew just there to get enough of a foot on it to push it out for this corner. It'll be an in-swinger. High, long in-swinger, but headed back towards the box. FC Birmingham able to clear it, but back into attack is Sanchez. And Birmingham are able to clear it. Takes a shot at it.
Now you see, Larry, this is where North Georgia is starting to get more and more into the game. They feel looking a little bit more comfortable on the ball, and now they've had a couple of their own attacks towards the FC Birmingham goal.
But like I said, the goal was only in the first minute. So we're only in the 10th minute. There's a lot of match left. Trying to make the turn. He's able to do so is Earhard. He's working down this near side. Shot taken, and that one is just blasted over the American football bar, out for a goal kick. I would have liked to have seen him maybe take a stop and maybe slide it over to a teammate as we watch on the replay. Good ball transition. He makes the turn, gets around the defender, and it's just off to the races. He decides to take it himself. He had Bustamante on the other post. He could have slotted across, and it could have been an opportunity.
Yeah, it was almost a carbon copy of the goal. He came down using his speed to come down this right side, and maybe he was feeling that, thing could happen again.
And that's kind of the way that North Georgia United used to be able to put away goals when they had Sean McKeever in the lineup. They would just run down one of the sides with somebody like Emmanuel Lom and then slide it across to McKeever, and it was an easy tap in.
Yeah, McKeever, that was a big loss for North Georgia, and there was a geographical aspect to that. He had to travel a long way to train here. But, yeah, he was an effective attacking option that they had and lost now.
Here comes a long switch. Able to control it was DeJoy, at least for a second. You got to remember that we've had an extensive amount of weather these last few hours. We got the luxury of spending quite a few hours in it down at Silverbacks Park earlier today.
Yeah, it was quite the monsoon we went through earlier.
It lightened up to be an absolutely tranquil day here for the evening. As it is up here in Dalton, it is only 83 degrees, feels like 87, 4-mile-an-hour wind. Absolutely pristine day. Some would say a beautiful day for soccer.
Heard that before. Here we go, FC Birmingham, another break.
Just cannot collect that ball. Was sipping number 21, and he falls upon it, and it rolls out for a throw for North Georgia United deep in their third. Taking quickly, crossed over to Dioy. That was a beautiful touch by him. Lom was trying to do the overlap and didn't receive the pass. Working down that far side. Galliant. Back underway. Sanchez brings it over to Lom. Lom makes the turn. He's tugged back by the defender, Harris.
I think he wanted to play. I think Lom wanted that to be played.
There was an advantage that Lom wanted because he saw daylight, and the center called that back.
Yeah, and I think Hassan, the center ref, I think he might have even agreed with him. I think, it's hard to judge that when it starts to break. You have to wait so long.
It's that call that you have to make as a center referee, and like we say all the time to our viewers on ASMG TV, you have to remember that here in 4th Division soccer, not only are these players working to advance to the next level, so are these referees. And these referees, they're watched and reported, and just like everyone else. Here comes Lom. Nice shot into the box. It bounces.
Still in play.
Mendez tried to control it and just has enough to get it out. Sanchez is able to earn a corner for North Georgia United.
This is better from North Georgia. Another scoring opportunity here on the set piece, corner kick. In swinger.
Let's see what we got here. Lom with the in-swinger. Headed straight up into the air. Back to him. He gets into the box, hits it with his left, deflected off of FC Birmingham, and Brew does the smart thing and just knocks that out. We'll do this again. Good attack here by North Georgia United. Lom's going to take this out, this in-swinger again. This one a little bit longer, and that one's just going to trickle all the way through. It'll be a goal kick for FC Birmingham. Put just a little too much on that one, Dre.
Yeah, but North Georgia, they have settled down now after that losing that goal early on. It was so early, I think, that they were maybe caught a little bit on the back foot. But
here's
here
a chance.
again.
Maradiaga trying to get it. He takes a shot, deflected off of Brew. They're wanting a handball. You're not going to get it. It's too natural a position there.
Yeah, that's part of that new rule that went in a couple of seasons ago.
Still have an opportunity to Yoy now. He loses possession. Be a throw.
Good challenging tackle there to get the ball away from him.
Headed straight up into the air. Harris gets it. To Yoy. He's able to get that over to Sanchez, who then goes over. Lose possession does North Georgia, and now here comes a transition by FC Birmingham. Both of these two teams transitioning so fast tonight, Dre.
Oh, he's
trying to get that to Bustamante and just shanked out for a throw.
Bustamante looking like a very eager runner.
Both of these teams are just moving at a fast gear. There's no chess match tonight, Dre.
Yeah, it is 100 miles an hour right now from both sides, as you
Harris, he tries to get it into Bustamante.
Oh, he's playing with that ball against.
Don't want to play back there.
Bustamante
Navarro
on his
needs
shoulder.
to learn. And Bustamante is asking for a back pass. You're not going to get it for that. And Coach Gagul gets involved, settles that ball. Always love to see the coaches get involved. And as long as they have a good touch. If you here's an opportunity. Maradiaga just didn't get a touch on it. That's one of the things, if you're a coach and you're going to put a touch on it, it's got to be pretty. Otherwise, you're just going to get
you'll hear about
murdered
it in training.
in training about it. Here's Lum trying to get it to DeYoy. That one might just be too far in front of him, and indeed it is. Mendez ushers it out for a goal kick.
Yeah, I tell you what, Larry, North Georgia are finding space in the final third there, and it's just a matter of getting the right pass and that right connection in, and they're going to be a threat.
Really, both teams are finding space. They're finding spaces in the opposites where the other ones just left. It's literally back and forth right now. We're only 18 minutes into this, and both teams are going flat out. DeYoy had to get there just a step in front of Sippen. And he's dangerous with that ball. He just got to clear that ball, clear it out. Yeah, DeYoy is now being closed down hard by Earhart. He makes the turn, but right into Harris. He does earn a foul.
Yeah, you don't want to play with that ball too much in front of your own goal, especially with the likes of Bustamante roaming around there.
Right now, North Georgia, they're just inviting the press right now, and that's just a dangerous decision. Right off of Salome there, the goal scorer. Bustamante can't get there in front of Duran. Maradiaga trying to get something there. Cut off by FC Birmingham. Good step by the FC Birmingham man. Harris tried to kick it through Sanchez. He's not going to make it through. Groth gets it forward to Jowers. Jowers goes back to Harris. Played forward to Salome. Harris. Jowers now trying to get it to Bustamante, just a little behind him. Bustamante is going to have a crowd with him the entire night.
Yeah, they've designated him to be marked and marked closely for good reason. But like you said earlier, they are still finding space. If not Bustamante, who's attracting a crowd, that's leaving some open spaces for others to run into.
Over everybody's head, Harris puts it back forward. DeYoy. Bustamante gets a touch finally. He has to elect to go back to Salome, who sends it, unfortunately not able to get it to his man. I should say that was Jowers that was trying to send that forward. Harris now. Groth, he moves forward, trying to sneak it through that defensive line, not able to do so. DeYoy, he goes over to the defender. They lose the ball in center circle. Sippen now. Over to Harris. Oh, he gets a beautiful ball past DeYoy. Shot taken, deflected by the keeper. That was fantastic work by the keeper.
Oh, another close call.
Earhart had a fantastic shot on goal there. That one gets sent out into the stratosphere.
Yeah, I tell you what, so far FC Birmingham's danger man is Earhart down that right side.
Harris makes his way, beautiful ball forward to Earhart. He takes a shot, great save by the keeper.
Boy, that was a clutch save indeed.
Myers had to get that right, and he did so. It is going to be a corner for FC Birmingham. It's going to be an outswinger.
Right near the void of the video screen here.
Earhart is going to send this in. Here comes the outswinger to the back and cleared out, but cleared right to Groth. He's going to go back to Earhart, and he's going to be called offsides. He elects to just let that ball roll. And one of the things I was going to say, Dre, is both of these teams, they have new identities. Both of these teams have had massive changes in their roster. Even for FC Birmingham, a change in the head coach going away. Just watching this ball go through and back to the keeper. Going away from Coach Goldfarb, making the change to bring up Coach Regul from Division I to the Premier roster. It's a massive change that the ownership of FC Birmingham made the call to do, because Goldfarb, with his CV record, has been around for a very long time.
Yeah, and I think that yeah, you said it perfectly, in that the personality of the team has changed, and it is a different playing type of club that we have here, but also the personnel, like you say. And so that's made, but there's been that transition period too. So it's been sort of like a mini rebuild that Coach Gergul has undertaken there at FC Birmingham, and it's starting to show some fruit now. And so the whole thing is, like I said at the top of the game, is chasing that playoff spot, because once you're in the playoffs, it's a brand new season.
Yeah. FC Birmingham have had the opportunity to get to the playoffs twice, even had home field advantage in those two matches, unfortunately fell in those. And here's the ironic part. Both of those matches were against Vinotinto Atlanta.
God, I've forgotten about that.
Vinotinto Atlanta no longer in the Premier Division. It's now their sister club, FC Atlanta, that is in the Premier League. And Vinotinto is down in the huge stack that is Division One. It had to be broken up into two divisions. There are so many teams down in Division One.
Yeah, there's a total of 18 teams now in two groups in Division One group of 10, one group of 8. And it's interesting that, we'll probably go over how the promotion system will work, but there will be two teams coming up and two teams going down.
Maradiaga wins it, being pulled back there by Jowers, and the center official noticed that.
Time has just flown by here.
25 minutes in. If you're just joining us, it is 1-0 FC Birmingham over North Georgia United. Goal scored in the very first minute by number 4, Salome of FC Birmingham. Maradiaga, nice ball into the box, but grabbed by the keeper, Mendez.
Floated it in a little too close to the keeper.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Mendez, Nunez. Sorry, Nunez, I apologize about that. Still thinking of the previous match.
That's what happens when you do multiple matches every day.
Yeah. Need those pea-sized brains. Be a goldfish.
Oh.
Here comes Lom. He's got an opportunity. He's made it pass. Shot taken. It's in and all offsides.
Baby.
Whoo. FC Birmingham got away with one there, folks, because Lom was on a run.
That is the type of play I was looking to happen with Lom. And initially when I looked, I didn't see the flag go up. But it did go up eventually.
And we've called Lom so many times over the course of the last few seasons for North Georgia United. He's got such an ability to get in open spaces and score goals.
Yeah, I mean, he goes in between being a playmaker for North Georgia to being a target man for them as well. And so he has that sort of a roving position where he can go in and out of it. That makes him a handful to defend against. Very entertaining game so far. Both teams really eager to get something out of this match.
Dioy. Lom. Dioy.
Oh, nice. Nice movement from North Georgia. Offside.
Offsides again.
That can be a tricky thing for the FC Birmingham defense. If you get that wrong, that offside trap, you're going to get burned with somebody like Lom or even Maradiaga coming off that center spot.
Hey, we're playing. Mark up.
And with this being the unofficial start to the Summer Dre, I thought it was only fair to give you a few pieces of facts as we go along through this day.
Bring it.
First Memorial Day observance was May 30th, 1873 at Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia. General Ulysses S. Grant was present for that remembrance of those that had fallen during the Civil War.
And that tradition continues today. The observance of these brave men and women.
Trying to get that one through for Bustamante, but just cleared by the defense of North Georgia. Salam, he's able to get it to Jowers. Jowers gets it over Mendez. He sends it forward. Bustamante, oh, he's just trying to get through, but he does get it finally, able to touch it, and he just gets that one wrong. He's not able to control it. Good sliding tackle there by number 14, Jowers.
Giancarlo's slow to get up, but he is up now.
And a foul on. No foul on Lom. I thought that they were calling a foul there, Dre, but they did not.
Yeah, I heard a whistle, but it was from the stands.
Yeah, here comes Earhart. Lifted, and that one hits the American football post. Little high, little long. Yeah, Bustamante trying to fight between those two defenders. Took a tumble, and it took him a minute to get up from that one.
Yeah, he couldn't quite get the ball from under his feet. He's trying to get it into a spot where he could take a shot. He was in a good shooting position, but just couldn't get the control before the defenders closed in on him.
Ledesma, he's got the ball now. Slides over to DeYoy. To Lom. Lom's looking for somewhere to go.
Nice movement.
Lom and Duran, they traded it. DeYoy, he's trying to slide it to Maradiaga. Just a little slow in that pass, allows FC Birmingham to cut it off. Earhart, he's not going to get to that one. It's such a fast pace. I would suspect that a lot of heart rates out there are got to be well over 140 beats right now.
Yeah, Larry, it's just so much at stake for both clubs. I mean, it's just you're trying to be cautious, but you're also trying to get something going here. Here's another
Earhart
break.
on the run. Myers, he got that right, cleared that out. He had to be a step in front of Earhart because Earhart had eyes for that goal.
That was brave from Myers because if he gets that wrong, Earhart's going to go right around him into an open net.
A little bit of tugging back and forth between the players. Brew was able to win that for FC Birmingham. Now over Sippin over there on that far side, and Jowers. They're going to go all the way back to Nunez. Looking for somewhere to go. Nunez, he has got a tough shoe to fill as he took over the responsibilities of Cosmos Arroyo, who was FC Birmingham's main man for many seasons. Brew sends a long one to Bustamante, who
nice
settled
chest
that
trap.
with just luxury. Just made that look so effortless.
Beautiful touch, just couldn't connect afterwards. Both are creating chances
Brew.
back and forth. Ooh, poor commentator's curse there, I think.
Man, they're just so fast tonight. Both of these two teams, they are playing like their lives depend on it, both sides. Earhart, good step.
Oh, nice
He
cutting.
gets through, even through another challenge there. He gives it back to Jowers.
It's offsides.
Offsides.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, that run was so late.
And they're just dancing through players. Both teams, they're just dancing through the other's defense.
The defenders are doing just enough to put off that final attempt to turn and shoot. And I think that's the difference on both sides. But, boy, you just have the feeling that that's, one goal's not going to be enough in this game.
No, I'm thinking that we could have fireworks here. Earhart down the line. Harris tried to back heel. He didn't get it. Duran, DeYoy, Lom trying to get to Maradiaga. He's able to get it there. Maradiaga looking, shot taken. Nunez with a great save. Bounced off of the FC Birmingham player, just taken off of the ball into the box. Ooh, and it just sneaks through.
Oh, man, that could have gone anywhere.
That one had eyes for the goal. We take a look again in just a minute as they're going so fast. We don't even have time to bring up the replays because they're back underway so quickly. Here comes Nunez. He's going to get us back underway. Bustamante settled it. Got it to Jowers. Now working on that far side. Getting past, shot taken. Just didn't have anything on that, did Sippen, number 21, and it was easily grabbed by Myers. It just didn't have any teeth to that shot, Dre.
Yeah, he couldn't get on to it after a beautiful trap and control from Bustamante. Bustamante reminds me of Dimitar Berbatov in the way that he plays. He sort of glides in that attacking role, good control and good finishing.
Good ball forward, but it goes right to FC Birmingham. No handball called there. The hand was in a natural position. Earhart trying to get around Ledesma. And gets it off to Myers, who gives it back to DeYoy, and it goes back to Ledesma and back to Myers. That's one of the things that North Georgia has been doing is they're getting very laid back and easy going in that back line. They got to be careful because FC Birmingham is just on a relentless attack.
Yeah, you have to really be sharp back there.
It only takes one misstep, and it's in the back of the net. We saw that with FC Atlanta on Sunday when they allowed 2 goals from Dalton United that were just off of mistakes by the keeper. Didn't get the ball out in time. The Dalton player was able to press him and step in on the pass, deflect it, and then it led to an easy put away for Dalton United twice in that match. Be a throw for North Georgia United here in the 36th minute. 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time as we are just cooking here in Dalton, Georgia. Over at Riverbed Park.
Ooh, tried to break him through Maradiaga. The ball was pushed a little too far ahead of him, though. But he's losing his markers. Unlike Bustamante, there's not a lot of close marking on him.
Long ball sent forward by Nunez. Got it to
look at that touch.
Bustamante. He had a nice touch to it. Earhart loses it, though. You can see a little bit of frustration from Bustamante. He's also the captain of FC Birmingham. You know, Dre, that's always been one of my things, and you hear me harp about it time and time again. When you are the keeper, when that ball comes out of that box, it needs to go to a teammate. It needs to go to some sort of possession, either on the run, onto a foot.
Yeah,
you don't just give it right back to your opponent.
Yeah, the lottery of the long kick sometimes is not working in your favor. But you do have to have the skilled players to do that too, especially if you're going to play it out the back.
Yeah,
and I think both of these teams have that.
Yeah, but you got to have confidence in each other. Those midfielders and those forwards got to know where that ball is coming. Here comes a ball trying to get it to Bustamante, not able to do so. It goes back to Harris. DeYoy cut that off of Harris. A battle in the middle there, and FC Birmingham come away with possession. Is that going to be a foul? It is not. That was interesting. Sippen looked like he had been fouled. Was not.
I do think that was the correct call, though. I think, you have two players going for the ball like that. I mean, you can have – I've seen whistles go for something like that, but I like it better when the referee allows them to play.
Bustamante trying to do something in the box against Ledesma, not able to get it.
See those yellow shirts down there?
Earhart was in the box, but not able to get it to him.
Again, I mean, those critical interceptions by defenders on both sides has been something to see.
Mendez cut that off for FC Birmingham, lifted over back to him. Forward to Salome. He is the lone goal scorer so far. Jowers now. He's trying to go to Earhart. Earhart's able to settle it. Bustamante in the middle alone. Harris trying to get it back to Salome, able to do so. Salome tried to slot it across to Bustamante. It was cut off by North Georgia. Cut off yet again, this time by Grimaldo. Dioy missteps, allows Earhart to gain possession again. Give and go back to Earhart. He's low, slow over to Salome. That one snuck his way through, and unfortunately Bustamante was not prepared. Jowers was the one that sent that through and just wasn't ready for that one.
Yeah, he was in good position to get it on frame, but unfortunately
it will be a corner, though.
Yep.
40th minute now, and FC Birmingham are preparing for another corner. This one going to be an in-swinger by Groth. Here comes to the back post and beyond. Earhart, he's fast, but he's not that fast.
Yeah, he could have done better with that delivery.
Ledesma to Dioy. Earhart wins it. Back to Harris. Ooh, nice little nutmeg on Dioy for Earhart to get possession. Harris trying to work past three North Georgia United defenders. He's able to get it over to Salome. Oh, what a great chance by Earhart. That was a great ball through. Still in play. Harris headed away by North Georgia United.
Extended pressure there on North Georgia's defense, but
Georgia
didn't break.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing, Dre. They are bending with all they have. Loam is going to be called offside. No, he is not. He is not called offside. He's going to put it. It's in the back of the net. Loam with the goal for North Georgia United. I wasn't sure if they were going to call him offside or not.
I think he timed his run perfectly. Remember, it's when the ball is played to him, not when he receives it. And I think he just played that run just perfectly.
Look at that. He makes it through. A beautiful run, gets around Nunez, and he slots it exactly what North Georgia United needed. And they are now level 1-1 here at Riverbed Park.
Yeah, Larry, I mean, North Georgia is oozing with confidence. I think that even with the going down a goal early hasn't affected their confidence in this game. They've come out punching. And I think this is the sort of the payoff for them right now to come back and equalize.
You know, it's funny. I'm just enjoying the new documentary 99 about our beloved Manchester United in that 99 season when they won the treble. And a lot of people don't remember the fact up until December 31st, they were playing really, really lousy football. And Schmeichel was just leaking goals left and right and really lost confidence. And even that was when he announced his retirement. And It wasn't until the team came together and said, okay, we've done enough losing. And starting on December 31st, they vowed to never lose a match for the rest of the season. And then, of course, you know, the rest is history. And it seems like similar for North Georgia. They were like, enough is enough.
Yeah, it really does. And it started like last week in the same vein that you're talking about with United. Is that, you know, going down early, they just didn't. They fought. They never gave in.
Bustamonte's going to receive it. He tries to lay it
Oh,
off.
he's
He does. Shot taken.
There we go.
And that's put away by FC Birmingham. Number 14, Jowers. He puts that away. Selfless act by Bustamonte.
There you go. Hashtag response time. They did it. And they say one of the most vulnerable times for teams is right after they've scored. And that's
Bustamonte slides it across to Jowers, and he just left foots that into the side netting, and it is just like that. 2-1 FC Birmingham. 43rd minute. How things change in a heartbeat.
one of the FC
ref
Birmingham players is slow to get back in position.
Earhart slow to get back. You got to give him credit. He has been running a marathon out there these first 43 minutes. But our center official, he will add on time for things like that. North Georgia United and their squad don't need to worry about that. Lom, here's a chance.
Nice.
Shot taken, deflected off the keeper.
So close, Larry.
That was a beautiful ball to Grimaldo, and he takes a shot.
Good, yeah, good ball into him. Good
It's
play
going
by
to
the
be a
keeper
corner,
keep it
though.
out.
It's going to be an outswinger. Just such a fast pace in this match. Into the box. Oh, what an opportunity, and he just misses that one by inches.
That would have been a spectacular goal. That would have been a goal of the season.
Yeah, that
candidate.
could have been the goal of the season right there. That was ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
I will take a look at that one, even though Nunez is looking on sending this ball out. I want to look at that again. What a shot. He almost got that one right. I mean, you're only looking at about, if he was able to get that ball maybe 3 inches lower when he initially touches it, it's in the back of the net.
So close. And it shows you how quickly things can happen. I mean, we said earlier that after that first goal, we didn't think that would be the last one, and I don't think we've seen all the scoring.
We are told by the fourth official there will be 1 minute of stoppage time. 1 minute of stoppage time. There's a challenge there in the box of North Georgia United. North Georgia get out of that one with possession. Salome challenging the defender.
So much action back and forth. It's hard to say, other than the scoreboard, who really has the best attacking options. Here we go
Here comes
again.
Salome. Gets it over to Bustamante. He has control of it. Gets around the defender. He just can't keep control of it, though. Groth had a head on it for a second. Groth. And there's a foul committed by Duran. Groth and Duran had fought for it. Duran won it. And then a challenge on Sippen. And FC Birmingham win possession. No cards issued. Like I said, Dre, they're only 1 minute of stoppage time, so we're getting close to the end here.
Yeah, very close to the halftime whistle here. Not an ill-tempered match, too, so I'm not surprised
No,
there's
it's
no
just
cards.
so fast.
Yeah.
Here comes a ball into the box, right off of the defender, and it's going to go out for a corner. Sippen trying to slot it through, and not even going to get to it. We are going to halftime.
Yep, it's
Everybody check your heart rate because that one was a fast one. We go to halftime, Dre. It is 2-1 FC Birmingham over North Georgia United, and I think I've even got to catch my breath on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very entertaining game to watch. Both teams eager to get something out of this game. As we said earlier, North Georgia trying to scrap themselves out of the relegation zone. FC Birmingham trying to scrap for that last playoff place. So there's tons for each one of these teams to play for. And there's just a lot of pacey and skillful players out there. And I think that's why we see so much action going back and forth. But the defenders have been doing just enough to keep things under control to a certain degree. But I don't think we've seen the last of the scoring.
Well, that will do it here for the first 45 at Riverbed Park. We will step away for a few minutes, and then we'll be back to bring you the second half of North Georgia United and FC Birmingham. I would suggest that you get a drink and get something to eat and get prepared, because this next 45 is going to put you to the test. We'll see you in a few minutes, folks. Don't go away.
Chicks will get down and has it. What can you do with it? Try to come in the middle. Fine, yeah, he's got somebody free. And there's a goal!
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Caribbean International Shipping Services is a freight consolidator. We are an international freight consolidator. We provide services to over 24 countries in the Caribbean, South and Central America.
We have a very professional and wonderful, diverse staff, including nationals from Jamaica, Guyana, United States, Trinidad, Belize, Costa Rica.
If you would like to contact us, you can stop by our office that is located at 3048 Miller Road in Lithonia, Georgia. You can feel free to give us a call at 770-323-1111 or send us an email at info@mycaribship.com.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans. So they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Caribbean International Shipping Services is a freight consolidator. We are an international freight consolidator. We provide services to over 24 countries in the Caribbean, South and Central America.
We have a very professional and wonderful, diverse staff, including nationals from Jamaica, Guyana, United States, Trinidad, Belize, Costa Rica.
If you would like to contact us, you can stop by our office that is located at 3048 Miller Road in Lithonia, Georgia. You can feel free to give us a call at 770-323-1111 or send us an email at info@mycaribship.com.
Welcome back to Riverbed Park here in Dalton, Georgia for this UPSL Georgia Conference Premier Division action. FC Birmingham 2-1 above North Georgia United here in Week 11 of the UPSL Georgia Conference. Let's talk about the games around the league here in Week 11. Wednesday, we had a remake or a postponed makeup of Atlanta United Academy versus SSL FC. It ends 3-0 for Atlanta United Academy. Georgia Revolution taking on SSL right now over at Warhawk Stadium. It is 3-1. Earlier today at 1 o'clock, UMAFC drew with Galanji Pro Profile 2-2. We look at the rest of the scores or rest of the games around the league, and we have tomorrow, 4 o'clock, here on ASMG TV, Atlanta United Academy and Georgia Athletic SC. You can watch that game live here on ASMG TV. At 4:30, Legends FC will take on FC Atlanta down at Callaway Stadium. And then at 7 o'clock over at Marietta High School, Potros FC taking on Atlanta City FC. Those are the matches for this week. You are caught up. Just to get you about ready to bring in Andre Bomar. We're ready to kick off this second half. North Georgia United, they are going to kick us off going from left to right in their all-green kits. FC Birmingham in their all-yellow going from right to left. And Dre, just quickly, anything North Georgia needs to do to tie this match up?
I think more of the same, Larry. I think they're playing well going forward. They could use a little bit better finishing, but they really have to watch the defense. The way that, particularly down the right side, the speed of FC Birmingham is getting behind them, and unless they do something about that, it could turn into a bad night for them.
Temperature is getting more and more gorgeous. 82 degrees, 81 now, feels like 87, and wind is almost nothing out there. It is a perfect day for soccer. Let's pay a quick bill before we kick off, and actually we kick off right now, so we'll do that in a moment.
Yeah, I do wonder, Larry, if both teams are going to be able to hold up to the pace that they had in that first half. It was 100 miles an hour for both sides.
Yeah, I think everyone had about 6 Red Bulls before we kicked this match off because they were running with so much pace that it was making my heart hurt up here in the box. Here's an opportunity. North Georgia sliding across. Wasn't able to get a touch on it. And FC Birmingham are able to clear it. They send it long. Bustamante receives it. But North Georgia are able to see it off. Galliant switches the play to Ledesma. Lom gives it back to Ledesma. He's going to have to go all the way back to Myers. Myers comes over here to Oriolana.
Oh.
And he gets chopped down. He's still able to hold on to the ball after 2 challenges by Birmingham men. Galliant cannot get it past Mendez. Here's an opportunity for Maradiaga. He's claiming that he was taken down, not going to get a call on that one, as that one was just stood up by Mendez.
Boy, that looked like it could have been called there, Larry.
We can take a look at the replay if we have a moment, as both of these teams are just going fast and furious, and no Vin Diesel around. Center official is coming over to have a conversation. Going to get a yellow card for number 21, Sippen.
Yeah, that was for the earlier action down this right side.
We'll take a quick look at that opportunity by North Georgia United. You see Galliant as he is able to get that ball past, and just enough of a ball for me to not warrant a foul and a penalty there by number 11, Mendez, as Mendez wins the ball there again, but he knocks it out for a throw for North Georgia. And this is going to be taken semi-quickly. And it's going to come all the way back to Oriolana. Oh, what a step by FC Birmingham to win possession. Salome, the goal scorer, he gets it over to Bustamante. He gives it back. There's a give and go with Earhart.
Oh, straight
but
offside.
Earhart is called offsides. You saw them wanting to do a give and go between Earhart and Bustamante.
I think they were not quite on the same wavelength at that moment, and allowed Bustamante to kind of waver there onto the offside spot. But boy, what a great vision from FC Birmingham to intercept it, get an opportunity.
Galliant receives it. And a foul.
Pretty good position, too.
FC Birmingham, they're preparing a substitution, Dre.
That they are. Number 10 is going to be coming on.
This is going to be an opportunity for Maradiaga. It's just about 3 yards out. Shot taken, and that, my friends, is a goal, except for American football.
Doesn't count here, though, Larry.
And
I'm afraid
it's going to be Sippin's Day done here at Riverbed Park. Villanueva, number 10, is coming on for FC Birmingham, a man that we know oh so well with the FC Birmingham staff. Fantastic midfielder, Jose Villanueva.
Yeah, nice for FC Birmingham to be able to come off with such quality off the bench.
Galliant's able to hold it. Groth wins it, though, for FC Birmingham. He's able to slide it through to Earhart. Earhart gives it back to Groth. Groth into the box. Shot taken. Saved by the keeper. But back in. Bustamante with a goal.
It was coming. It was coming. Great first save, but nothing he could do on the rebound as Bustamante just came onto it and buried it for the third goal for them.
Take a look at the replay. You see here, gives it back to Groth. Groth in the box. He takes a shot. Myers pushes it out, but he pushes it right into the path of Bustamante, and that is all Bustamante needs as he slots it home, and it is now 3-1 FC Birmingham. Bustamante pushing himself farther up the Golden Boot race.
And I don't want to say there's an omen here, but North Georgia were down 3-1 against UMA last week, came back and won 6-4.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I am indeed.
Duran, he goes forward to Lom. Lom's coming in. Is this hashtag response time? Great save by number 13, Sawyer. Haven't really had a chance to call his name so far in the first 45, 50 minutes of this match, but he comes on when it needs it most.
Clutch.
It's going to be an in-swinger for North Georgia United. Into the box, headed away by Brew. Earhart receives it. He sends it forward. Ledesma controls it for North Georgia. Groth, Villanueva, the newly injured man, gives it off. Here comes a run down that far side. I don't think he's going to get there in time, and indeed he is not. It is going to go out. A little too much of a touch by Jowers, number 14.
Yeah, I think Myers was going to make sure that it made it across that end line.
Like we were saying a few moments ago, Georgia Revolution with a 3-1 lead on SSL FC in that match that's down in McDonough, Georgia, Warhawk Stadium. 3-1 here, FC Birmingham, North Georgia United. That's going to do it for this Saturday night under the lights. The unofficial kickoff to Summer, Dre, as most schools now are out. Congratulations to all those seniors that finally are out of school. 2 substitutions coming on for North Georgia United, whose day is done. It's going to be Ledesma coming off and Navarro coming off, number 15 and number 9. As you always would expect, neither one really wants to come off.
In a game like this, you want to have an impact.
Opportunity, a foul going to be committed there by Duran. Garcia, number 17. And number 18 is Okoronkwo. I hope I said that right.
Yeah, he's their big forward there. He's started some matches earlier in the season.
Here's a chance. Shot taken. That one just not on the mark by Jowers, and it goes out for a goal kick for North Georgia United.
Could be like Okoronkwo is going to be put in there sort of as a target when you have Maridiaga and Lom able to use their speed.
Almost like they're converting to a 4-3-3.
Yeah.
Cleared away by North Georgia United, but won by Mendez. Salome. Earhart. Salome again. Groth. Back to Sawyer and over to Nice step there by the North Georgia man, getting it up to Lom. He was in 5th gear, but he couldn't get there in front of Nunez. Out for a throw for North Georgia United. They're going to take it quickly by Galliant. Trying to get it to Maridiaga, not going to be able to.
Oh, nice.
But they still have possession. Lom. Oh, nice nutmeg on Sawyer. People all around that, but somehow Nunez gets there and wins that ball.
And I was 100% wrong about Okoronkwo. He's they've put him in center of defense.
Yes.
And I wasn't expecting that.
Here comes Villanueva, the newly entered FC Birmingham man. Shot taken. That one was just hit with a little bit, but it's a deflection. It'll be a corner. And you know I wanted to give you facts around this match, Dre. Memorial Day was originally called Decoration Day.
I'm learning something there.
Decoration Day because it was idea that you go out and you decorate the graves with flowers and flags and those natures for those soldiers who had fallen during the Civil War.
I see. Oh, he tried to swing that in.
Cleared out by North Georgia. Brew controls it, gives it to Groth.
Oh.
Villanueva, but he's offsides. Great
Myers
settle there
anyway.
by Villanueva.
He got some space. Kind of a weak finish there. Myers had it covered, but it was offside anyway.
Galliant trying to get around Groth.
Ooh, nice little flick move.
Newly entered Garcia. Duran just puts his hands up and he's not playing and allows FC Birmingham to take the ball back. Villanueva now right at the side box, over to Salome. He tries to flick it with the outside of his boot right into the side netting. So you know now, Dre, that it used to be called Decoration Day.
Thank you for that.
Didn't become officially what we call it today, Memorial Day, until May 30th, 1966, when Congress and President Lyndon Johnson made it officially known as Memorial Day.
During the depths of the Vietnam War there. It would have had a special significance, I'm sure.
Indeed.
At that time.
many cities claim to be the originator of the first Decoration Day or Memorial Day. Charleston, South Carolina is considered where the first celebration was held.
Near my hometown.
Salome into the box. He slots it over to Jowers. Jowers goes over to Eckhart. Eckhart tried to get it in the box, missed. Another try at it, but Myers is there to grab it. I thought you would like the old Charleston, South Carolina information.
Oh, yeah, back in the Holmes area for me. South Carolina. Interesting facts, Larry.
I try to give you something. I try to give the viewers, I'm trying to give you a little bit of knowledge as we celebrate this Memorial Day weekend and celebrate those that paid the ultimate sacrifice for us. It does not go in vain.
I appreciate the information, and it is something to honor those who have fought so hard for this country.
And that's one of the reasons why it was chosen to be in May, because you know the old saying, April showers, May flowers. May was considered a month where the flowers would bloom the brightest.
The poppies in England. Good
Other
movement.
countries celebrate in their own way. The UK with Remembrance Day.
FC Birmingham preparing another substitution.
And here comes FC Birmingham with a substitution. Number 5 is coming on for, let's see who he is coming on for. He's coming on for the first goal scorer, number 4, Salome. Quickly gets into the match with a touch is number 5, Luke Sear. Another name that we've called over the seasons for FC Birmingham. Great midfielder for them. Jowers won the ball. Mendez now. Salyer. Sear. Jowers. Trying to get it to Bustamante. Just about a yard and a half in front of him, and he can't control it. But it does go out. It'll be a throw for FC Birmingham.
Yeah, Myers not taking any chances there with Bustamante coming in like a freight train. Make sure he got it out.
Thrown in. Groth with possession. Takes a shot. And that one, if it was rugby or
Australian
American
rules football.
Australian rules football, we're rocking.
$30 minutes. There we go.
Back underway. Maradiaga, he receives it. Oh, nice little cut, trying to get it to Gallant. Not able to do so, though. Villanueva now, he's got acres of space to move forward. Trying to give it to Jowers, and it's just a little too slow from Villanueva, and a foul going to be committed just outside center circle by Sear.
Yeah, Villanueva, he had a lot of space, but he cut into coverage, and I'm not sure he actually meant to do that. So we lost possession. Oh, down his left side. Chance.
Great
Oh.
save by Nunez. Lom, he was creeping in there.
Very big, good opportunity for North Georgia. They're still going to have an opportunity here to get something out of this attack. Still plenty of time in the second half. Ooh, lazy throw in there.
Not the best throw in. That's always been one of our pet peeves here.
Oh, nice kick back. Oh,
Sear is able to cut it off, gives it to Villanueva. He punches it forward, but not to Bustamante. Allows Garcia to be able to get it to Grimaldo. Grimaldo taken down by Sear.
Quickly taken.
He's not going to get it because the center official's not even ready for that transition. He's trying to have a conversation with Sear, who committed the foul.
I mean, in all honesty, I mean, he didn't really reset the game to be played. I mean,
yeah,
you
he was in the process of going to card Sear, and North Georgia wanted to go quickly. They weren't ready for that.
Like Sear's going to get a yellow card there for FC Birmingham.
Definitely deserving there.
I mean, I understand the frustration with it, North Georgia. I mean, they wanted to. They saw an opening, they saw an opportunity there, and then of course he was brought down in the area, but referee was nowhere near ready to restart play.
Yeah. It's going to allow North Georgia United with a free kick. It's going to be just about 31 yards out. It's almost in the middle of the pitch. It's just, I would say maybe from this angle, maybe on the near post for us is where we would angle it.
Almost exactly 30 yards out.
Lom rips it right into the wall. They did their job. Oronquo just cleared that ball, but FC Birmingham trying to make it difficult for North Georgia United. Sawyer, he sends it long. Myers out of his box to try to control it. First touch kind of let him down. He's going to roll it all the way back to the box so that he can pick it up. Some people would be confused by that. That is 100% legal for him to do, as he is the first one to touch it. Foul on Villanueva.
Yeah, came through the back of Villanueva.
Another thing that we are, those of you that are out and about throughout this weekend, one of the things that you'll notice a lot of is poppies, red poppies.
Oh, just a little long there. It's going to go out for a goal kick, I believe.
It's one of the things that you'll see from the VFW as they're asking for donations, that they will hand out poppies for your donations, if you remember that, Dre. Villanueva, Garcia, Harris, Earhart. He thought about pulling the string, but he didn't. Sear. And Oronquo just muscles Sear off the ball. I think Sear gives up about 60 pounds to him there, Dre.
And Oronquo is all muscle, too.
And Harris is
boiled over,
taken down over on that far side by DeYoy. I know I'm probably exaggerating there, but he is giving up quite a bit of mass, Sear is, to Oronquo. Headed away by North Georgia United. Not able to get that pass right was DeYoy. But there's another chance. Nunez is going to be able to receive that in front of Maradiaga. This has been almost as fast as the first half, Dre. We're in the 69th minute.
Yeah, it has not slowed down.
Headed back to Myers. Myers sends that to Galliant. Maradiaga. Sawyer just able to stay about a yard in front of Maradiaga to push that one out for a throw. Quickly taken, and Maradiaga receives it back. Tries a back heel to Galliant, not going to get it. Groth wins it for FC Birmingham. Sear, good cut, moves into center circle, slots it through to Earhart, and he's off sides. What a play there by FC Birmingham. That was beautiful.
Just a foot off, a step offside there as you broke for that through ball. But great approach
FC Birmingham with a substitution coming on. It's going to be Bruce Day Dunn, number 88. He is going to be replaced by number 3. And one of my favorites of all time is coming on for FC Birmingham, number 48. He looks to be replacing Earhart. Is my man Thrasher, Dre.
Yeah, what a time to come on to as an impact player. Nice cut in.
Here's a chance by Maradiaga. 2
off.
men in his way. Galliant lifts it to the other post.
Oh.
And cleared away. Duran could not pull the trigger. Earhart, he's making the run at Myers. Myers cuts. Goes the other way. Galliant receives it, cannot get around Mendez cleanly, but he still has possession, and Sawyer's just able to get a touch on it. Sends it forward to Sear. Sear gives it to Bustamante into center circle, gives it back to Sear, who's on the run, and he just boots it right at Myers. Number 3, Bacalao, I hope I said that right, is who came on for FC Birmingham, Bacalao.
Give you an A for effort there, Larry.
Yeah. I'm trying, folks.
You notice I'm not trying.
Mr. Brasher is about to come in. Justice Brasher, one of my favorite hard-working players for FC Birmingham. He gives up about a foot and a half on just about everybody on that pitch, but he goes just like what we've seen all day by this FC Birmingham squad. He goes at about 1,000 miles an hour. Offsides by Lom.
Opportunity for Brasher to come on.
Brasher is going to come on for Earhart. Earhart, excuse me. Earhart has played a fantastic
really good
73 minutes. I think he ran about 72 miles as he was going up and down the pitch.
Big factor in a lot of the attacks that FC Birmingham have been doing.
To be so young again and to be able to run effortlessly.
Well, I live vicariously through these guys.
Stepped in front of that pass to Bustamante was North Georgia United. Lom, Garcia, DeYoy. DeYoy just moving down that far line, looking for somewhere to go, not able to find anybody, and Sear wins it, gives it to Brasher. Now Brasher, he's on the march down that far line. Nobody opposing him, slides it over, trying to get it to Sear. Garcia cuts it off.
A little behind Sear.
Look at that. He given up at least a foot there on Dioy. Here's a chance into the box, hits the brakes, gives it right at the top. Shot taken. What a save!
Oh, it needed saving too.
Dioy with the shot.
North Georgia preparing another substitution.
Remember, here in the UPSL, each team can have up to 7 substitutions per match. Seems like a lot, doesn't it? Here in the lower divisions,
you can always bring on some fresh legs.
It's what is needed. Let's see.
Yeah, time is
It's
becoming a
be
real factor here.
Grimaldo's day done.
15 minutes to go plus stoppage.
And that is Ramos, Max Ramos, number 8, who came on. 75 minutes have gone, and it is 3-1 FC Birmingham over North Georgia United here at Riverbed Park. Larry Weaver and Andre Bomar bringing you all the coverage on ASMG TV, and there's going to be a yellow card issued to Harris. Number 17, Harris, I believe, is who was yellow carded there. I didn't see it. May be delaying.
I couldn't
but
see
as we were talking, don't forget, as you're watching this wonderful UPSL action, to like and subscribe. Helps our algorithm, helps you see more UPSL soccer action. Here comes 2 more substitutions for both teams. Number 6 and number 12 are going to be coming on, and number 19 and number 4 for North Georgia. So it's going to be Jowers Day done for FC Birmingham, and also Groth's Day done. So just about the entire midfield has been replaced for Coach Grigol's FC Birmingham squad.
I think that's really going to be the signal to these last 15 minutes or so. It's going to be still a high octane
and
type
it looks
of,
like Dioy's day is done. And I was trying to see who the additional North Georgia man who was subbed off. Oh, there he is over there.
Yeah, he went off on the far side.
Garcia. So it will be Condola, number 19, that came on. And number 4, Juarez, that came on for North Georgia United. So that's 5 substitutions for North Georgia United. 6 substitutions for FC Birmingham. Well, one more in hand, just in case. And it's going to be, it was Duran who was subbed off, the additional man for North Georgia. Foul committed.
Hey, get the ball. Let's go. Let's go.
So Rodriguez, number 6. And number 12, Mayorga, is who came on for FC Birmingham. So now you're caught up on all things substitution.
Good record keeping.
We try. Trying to give and go to Galliant, but Galliant was not on the same page there as the newly entered Ramos.
Sawyer lets that one back to Nunez, and he lets it fly. Garcia over to the far side. Harris cuts off the pass for FC Birmingham. It forces North Georgia to go back to center circle. Ramos. That ball's trying to get it up to Galliant, and it's not going to make it. Just a little too much pace on it. 79 minutes that we're in. With all the substitutions and the 2 goals, Dre, I think we might end up seeing maybe 3 or 4 minutes of stoppage time.
That's what I was thinking, what we're going to see.
Thrown in by Orellana. We haven't really called his name lately. Condola. Lom. Headed away by Sawyer, but Lom with the possession again. Going wide to Galliant. Galliant receives it. Gives it back to Ramos. Ramos goes back to Lom. Lom falls on himself. Sear and Villanueva. He flicks it to Bustamante. Good ball over to Sear. Bustamante loses it by Garcia, commits the foul. Right about the edge of center circle is where Garcia gets us started. Maradiaga goes over to Galliant. They continue to try to work the edge. Mendez left-footed over to Ramos. He rips it into the keeper, Nunez, and a foul committed there by the North Georgia man.
Another close call. North Georgia could really use a goal now.
I believe,
if they hope to get something out of this
see
game.
if we can watch the replay. I think it was Ramos who committed the foul there. No card is issued. You can see here on the replay as Galliant is sending that ball across the pitch. And it is Ramos, and that bounces off, and he just kind of barrels into Harris. And FC Birmingham with possession. 81 minutes we are in, Dre, and it is getting down to the wire for FC Birmingham. They are about to pull off a victory here at Riverbed Park, go back to Lawson Stadium with another victory.
And it
Brasher trying to get around that defense, not able to do so. Harris just sees that out for a throw, quickly taken. See if we can get you an update on that Warhawk Stadium match between Georgia Revolution and SSL. 4-2. Georgia Revolution with a 4-2 lead.
That's a good result for them if they're able to hold on. And
yeah, SSL in uncharted territory for them. They are usually at the top or midway through the table. Brasher takes a tumble as Aronquo just sends him to the ground. Again, that's another David versus Goliath type of a setup as Brasher gives up quite a bit of size. And, oh, here's an opportunity.
Ooh,
cleared away by Aronquo. But Brasher gives up height and size against Aronquo.
What a game.
And look at that, Harris just clearing the ball out for a throw, which is very smart by the defensive-minded man. And we would be remiss if we here at ASMG don't send out kudos and a little bit of here's Lom with the ball, trying to get around Sawyer, taken down. It's going to be a penalty, and it's going to be a yellow card for Sawyer.
Oh, I thought he was going to score outright there as he got past the goalkeeper.
As fast as the center ref was running up, I was wondering if he was going to bring the red card
Yeah,
out.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Let's take a look at the replay, Dre, and you can see here as this ball comes in. And you see that run by Lom, and Sawyer just tugging him back.
Oh, yeah.
Nunez collides with him.
A real opportunity here now for North Georgia to get back into this with
Lom can get them at least a little bit back in. It'll be 3-2 in the 84th minute.
Yeah.
This game is not gone.
Pressure, pressure.
Lom. Oh, what a save by Nunez! But it's put
he
right back
slots it
in
on.
by Lom. Nunez got it right.
He guessed right. Good save. It was at a nice height for him, but Lom followed up his own shot and slotted it in for the second goal for North Georgia. It gives a lifeline to North Georgia now to 3-2.
Take a look at this save by Nunez. He gets it right as Lom comes up on this take a little slow. Little bit of a stutter step, but it goes right back into Lom's run, and he slots it away, and it's 3-2.
Well, we've got ourselves a game here.
Get ready. I hope you have your popcorn with you because it's about to get interesting.
Oh, break for North Georgia here.
Trying to work that far side.
They got a little time to work with.
Have to come back. Plenty of space if they wanted to switch the field. But FC Birmingham starting to move out of that shell. Sear put the pressure on the North Georgia man. Another ball that was pressured. Galliant and Ramos now. Cut off there by Mendez, and he earns a foul for FC Birmingham. That's something FC Birmingham needs right now, is a deep breath, because their hearts are about in their throats right now, Dre.
Yeah, I mean,
because the pressure is mounting.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of pressure for both sides here. FC Birmingham trying to hold on, which means if they win this game, they're in the playoff places. So
Brasher, great settle of the ball, but a horrible pass.
Oh,
and a nasty challenge.
Yeah, red card.
A red card.
Yeah, he's going to call that for the studs up on it.
Let's take a look.
It was a poor challenge.
Instant red card for the North Georgia man. We'll take a look at the foul. You see here, Brasher, that pass goes back, and as the man's running through, slides into him, takes him down. That's why you're going to get the red card every single time. Yes, a lot of the fans of North Georgia United are upset with that, but if you look at the challenge, that is a deserved red card.
Yeah, I mean, you can't deny that. I mean, he came in, he was reckless, out of control, and studs up. I mean, you can take your pick.
Yeah. So
I mean, you can argue all you want, but that's the correct call.
Yeah. Red card issued to number 19, Condola, who just came into the match not that long ago, and he is going to have to head to the showers as his day is done.
And the sad thing is, it really wasn't necessary, that type of challenge right there.
Bustamante headed it to Sear. Sear was trying to lay it off, and that challenge was on number 6, Rodriguez. Myers receives it. 88 minutes. We are in. Here we go. North Georgia on the attack once again. FC Birmingham with loads of defensive men. It's dancing its way around. Maradiaga still has it.
Oh.
And he wastes that one over the bar.
I would have put money on that one from Maradiaga to turn and shoot, but he got under it a little bit. That could have been your equalizer right there.
I'll finish what I was going to say a few minutes ago, where we here at ASMG, we give out our kudos and also a little bit of our wish we could be there too, to our good friend, Mr. Danny Katula, who's down at the Islands celebrating Memorial Day weekend.
Greetings, Danny.
We
Cheers
wish
to you,
we
mate.
were down there too.
One of the stars at ASMG TV. And all around nice guy.
Not a bad guy, you know.
Oh, a little bit much for Bustamante. He's scored from that position before. So we're in the 89th minute here, about to head to the 90th minute.
And we here at ASMG, we talk about all things, not just UPSL, but all things soccer related down here in Atlanta. And I just got something across the wire. Somebody that we know oh too well in the UPSL, Atletico Atlanta, just posted they are back.
Where are they back?
We will see.
The
As
only
you know,
Georgia
they were,
conference team to win the national championship.
Yeah, they were called Jenga Atlanta
Jenga,
back
yeah.
in 2020 and won the UPSL national tournament when it was down here in Atlanta, Georgia. That was before the season before this Premier Division launched. Back then, the UPSL only had one division. They won that division title.
We got an indication from the fourth official, 6 minutes.
6 minutes of
added.
stoppage time. That is a handful, folks, and then some. And there's a nasty challenge by Galliant on Sawyer.
He really wanted to stop. That was a deliberate stop of a chance for them to counterattack there.
Yeah, that one was a nasty, nasty challenge.
I mean, that's called taking one for the team.
Time.
3-2. Some very opportune extra time added for North Georgia to take advantage of if they can. FC Birmingham's going to want to try to hold on to this, and they have opportunities themselves.
Bustamante had an opportunity, but he didn't get the timing right on it, and Myers was there.
Might have been a little surprised at the way that ball came through to him.
Mendez stumbled a little bit, was Rodriguez, but he stayed on his feet. Harris didn't receive it. It allowed North Georgia to get possession. Ooh, good job by Ramos. He slides it across. Oh! Maradiaga was there. He was right there. He just, maybe if he could have just extended himself a little bit, he might have been able to get a touch on it.
Very, very close. This is a game of margins when you really look at the chances that North Georgia have had here late.
We've got at least 4 more minutes in this match. Could we see another goal? Garcia. Ramos taken off his feet by Villanueva.
Foul. Even a point would help North Georgia at this stage of the season. They need something positive.
Remember that North Georgia United are playing down a man.
FC Birmingham's parking the bus a bit too. It's going to be really tough to unlock. Ooh, almost a little miscue there.
Nunez is able to maintain possession.
It's going to be a nervy last few minutes here.
Getting spicy. That one sent to the heavens. Ramos not able to control it. Sear is there, but it's knocked out. It should be a throw, and it is a throw for North Georgia United.
It only takes a few seconds to score a goal for either side here. FC Birmingham could clinch it, or North Georgia could come back and surprise everybody, much like they did last week against UMA.
Straight up into the air. Mendez, and he's going to be fouled by the North Georgia player. No card. Here comes a long ball sent forward by FC Birmingham, not able to get it to Bustamante. A little bit of deflection off of Bustamante allows Mendez to receive it. Galliant's able to control it. Maradiaga gets it up to Lom. Lom receives it. Tried to get around the man, not able to do so, but still maintains possession.
Needs help.
Goes back to Galliant. Galliant trying to slot it to him, not able to do so. It'll go out, be a throw for North Georgia United.
You can see he was trying to get it back to Lom on that right so he could cross it. North Georgia finding space.
Working that far side now. Brasher trying to stay on the man. Oh, able to win the ball was
Foul, it's inevitable.
Yes. Mayorga, if I could spit out my words now. Yeehaw, we're having fun, folks. 95 minutes we are in, minute and a half at least. Here comes a chance for Sear from a header from Bustamante. Sear, shot, over the bar.
He waited way too late to cross that over.
He decided way too late, tried to dip it over. He had Villanueva on the far post. He had Bustamante in there as well.
Will it come back to haunt them? Oh, he kept
Galliant's
it in.
able to keep it in as he streaks past us. Gives it off to Ramos.
Man in the middle.
That one's not able to get it settled, though.
Tough first short.
Trying to hold up Sear. Not able to get that to Maradiago. Sawyer clears it.
Pass.
Over to Ramos. Ramos trying to get it forward, and Sawyer just able to get ahead on it. Nunez runs it down. It is getting crazy out there.
30 seconds of the extra time. Don't know if there's going to be any other added time to that, but
almost 21 men in FC Birmingham box from time to time.
FC Birmingham, all they need is possession right now.
Here comes North Georgia United yet again.
There
Ball forward. This one's a little too far. Allows Nunez to track it down. He'll delay it a few seconds.
We've had the 6 minutes.
Coming up. We have 96 minutes.
And that's it.
That is it, folks. A hard-fought challenge late by North Georgia United, but not enough to see this match out. And it is going to be an FC Birmingham win, 3-2. This was just an enjoyable match to watch, Dre.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the neutral, it was very entertaining, and you know, it's back and forth action. I think also, when I look at it, Larry, North Georgia, this is a typical result for them during the season. They compete in every single game that they're in, but they're missing something to get over that hump. They got over the hump last week, but they weren't able to do it again this week. But this is a quality side that just is missing something in their play. And this loss is going to be a very, very tough one to take because it keeps them mired down in the relegation zone with their with SSL.
And you talk about SSL, they're currently losing to Georgia Revolution 4-2 down at Warhawk Stadium. That's going to be all the matches here on Saturday. Tomorrow, we have 3 matches in the UPSL Georgia Conference. We will be bringing you at 4 o'clock Atlanta United Academy, welcoming Georgia Athletic SC to the training grounds. Legends FC is welcoming FC Atlanta to Callaway Stadium at 4:30. And at 7 o'clock over at Marietta High School, Potros FC, the league leaders, taking on Atlanta City FC. last season's Cinderella team. We'll see what happens. Coach Joao having to work really hard over at Atlanta City with the loss of Thierry Jules and Jimmy Noel.
Yeah, and they
on those
also
red
don't
cards.
have Camus Jaden.
And Camus Jaden as well. You take a look as the league is stacked right now with these victories, it puts FC Birmingham into the 7th place. And the last spot for the playoffs, 7 teams make it to the playoffs. First team, the regular season champ, they get a first round bye. Top 3 teams, they will welcome home whoever is the lower seeds as it breaks down. And then from there on, it's neutral grounds.
And I just want to kind of interject too. Some people have been asking about the promotion system that we have in the Georgia Conference. As you know, we have 18 teams in Division I, divided into 2 groups. There's a 10-team group and an 18 group, North and South. And so basically, what's going to happen is that the winners of both of those groups are going to play a playoff. The winner of that playoff will earn automatic promotion to the Premier if they meet the criteria. The losing team will enter a promotion playoff. So they'll have another opportunity to be promoted, but they will have to win the division playoffs. And so that's how that's going to be determined for the fall season. And as we know, they're going to replace the bottom 2 teams in the Premier. Those 2 teams in there. Right now, those 2 teams are North Georgia and SSL FC.
Yeah, and SSL, not a team that is used to being at the bottom of the table. They're used to being in the playoff picture. And it's going to be interesting to see if Coach Tomasi can do anything to help them get out of that spot. But right next to them, because they have 7 points, 3 teams with 8 points, Atlanta City FC, FC Atlanta, Legends FC. That shows you a team that won the playoffs last year, Atlanta City. They're only 1 point out of relegation right now. That's how tight this season has been.
And what a game that's set up tomorrow for Legends FC against FC Atlanta. You talk about a survival game. Those 2 teams need to get points out of this match. And so it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. It's going to be a draw or a win for somebody. And so it'll remain to be seen how that's going to turn out. But, boy, what a dogfight we have at the top for playoff spots and also in the relegation race.
Yeah, and Atlanta United Academy coming back from that early forfeit in the season to find their way to the 5th spot. We'll see if they can continue their winning ways, move farther up the table, maybe get to host a playoff match. Right now, Potros FC in the lead, 3 points ahead of Dalton United, who are not playing this week. It's their bye. Each team gets a bye, so this is theirs. That's kind of what you would want it to be late in the season so that you can prepare for that run into the playoffs. That's going to do it for us here at Riverbend Park. I have been Larry Weaver. He's been Andre Bomar. We have been ASMG TV. We thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend if we don't see you tomorrow for Atlanta United Academy taking on Georgia Athletic SC. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time here on ASMG TV.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group